Hey guys, today is April 17, 2017. We are going to go through some indicators on how to identify pump and dump stocks early. Simply put, a pump and dump stock is a move of a stock in a direction that is intentionally or artificially inflated or deflated. The manner of how that is achieved does not matter. It is designed to acquire wealth and for others to lose it. Now, there are many different forms of pump and dumps. They also happen on bigger cap stocks, only they are less likely to be identified because of how intelligently it is executed. And so most traders or investors perceive them to be as something that normally happens on the market, mainly because they cannot find a conceivable reason or they simply do not bother to do so. Thus, you just hear people say, "That's the market for you." In this video, we are going to put our focus on micro cap and nano cap stocks that have market capitalization of less than 300 million. All right, let's do this quick. Your time is money and is very important. The fastest way to spot pump and dumps is to look at the chart patterns. In this example, I will use TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform simply because it is easier to visualize. Now, we can spot them early on by a couple of indicators. After I explain some of the core indicators, we will go through some real-world examples of what they actually look like. Okay, so indicator number one, most of them, they have recently been open for public trading. So most of the pump and dumps I've traded or experienced are the ones that have been available on the market for public trading in less than a year. Indicator number two, they form a stable and recognizable pattern. They tend to have a daily positive gain during the course of the pump. These gains are typically less than 15 cents per day. Okay, the third indicator is that the price of the stock being pumped is covertly being raised through a system or algorithm. Now, this might be a bit tricky to see, but you can usually see it on level 2. They try to covertly raise the prices so they won't get caught. Okay, so now let's see what these stocks look like in reality. If you're looking at the screen right now, the first stock I'm going to show you is called BLTO, or Bingo Nation Incorporated. Now, BLTO just opened for trading about in November 2016, just about a year ago. And I believe the pump started at around 50 cents here. As you can see on the screen, on February, it started around here and it just kept going and kept going until they created a bit of panic here, and it kept going, and then boom. If you take a look at the top chart here, you would see that slanted steady gain. There's a bit of panic. They kept going. They tried to drop it or create panic here. Short squeeze, and then dip buyers tried to get in, and then it kept going up until they dropped it. I believe BLTO was halted by the SEC because it was very fraudulent. Second example I'm going to show you is called PNAT, or PNAT, Pura Naturals. Pura Naturals was about less than a year ago as well, December 2016, I believe. So if you take a look at the daily chart, this is a 20-year daily chart, but you can actually just go through like 1 year. It's exactly the same. I'm just gonna go through 20. If you can see here, it's just all greens. It's a steady move up. I think there was a bit of a panic here, and it was people dip buy and short squeeze, and then it kept going up until they decided to dump it, and then people short squeezed. The people that shorted here covered, as well as dip buyers to make some money, and then it kept going until they dumped the whole thing. Same here, take a look, there's a bit of a panic, kept going up, dump, and then sell off. The third one is larger. Larger was Luminar Media Group, and same thing. This one was short-lived actually. It was, I think I spotted it around here, this part right here, and it just like kept going. And then this was like a immature kind of pump and dump. I think they're gonna try and pump this up again, but we'll see. Let's see another example. Z-Pass or Zoom Pass, same thing. This one I think is in the middle of the pump before it's mature. They might try to create panic around maybe this week, but I believe this is still in the middle of the entire pump. Let's see, there was another one I wanted to show you. Let's go ahead. I think it's BKIT, Blake Insomnia. A long time ago, around 2016, they did exactly the same thing. If you take a look here, and then they dumped it. The interesting thing about this right now for me is that I can see that there's an indicator here that they're starting to pump it again. So around here they're starting to pump it again, but I will confirm that in the next couple days. I might start buying probably 1,000 shares or so and start selling off at around 60 cents, and we'll see. Okay, so now that you have some realistic knowledge on pump and dumps, or you've seen what they look like and how to spot them, the question is how you would trade them, or how would you trade them. Simply put, or the best way to trade them is to spot them early, and once you spot them early, you get in. But you have to put in your mind that these stocks are very, very risky. A lot of people they watch it and they look for the instability or the volatility part, and they short it, and that's how they make huge amounts of money in less than a day. For me, I usually just buy them early and I sell them as it keeps going up. My only suggestion is that if you do the same thing, if you buy them early, do not sell your entire position in one order, because it will cause instability and it will cause volatility, and once that happens, the stock will drop big, and you will lose a lot of money because you won't be able to sell the whole thing. So what you want to do is you want to break them into smaller pieces, do a trailing order to sell them. That would be the best option, I believe, so that you don't have to watch it. And I guess that is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you and happy trading. Bye.